Welcome to this series of episodes on happy parenting and learning. I'm sure you are liking this series of episodes. I will welcome any queries from you to my email ID ncs_sridharan@yahoo.com. I'll be happy to reply anything related to whatever we have been discussing. In the last episode, we discussed about the NLP presupposition. People already have all the resources they need. Now I'm going to go further. If the students have all the resources, then what stands in the way? If students have the identical quality of brain, then what stands in the way? I want you to make a note of this model I'm going to present so that it's useful to you. Now, all the children have some talent or other, right? They have a talent. The theory of multiple intelligence says that there are 8 different types of intelligence, not one. Either a person is born with some talent or the talent is acquired. So you need, this is the basic fundamental requirement to achieve anything in life. You may be talented in speaking, you may be talented in singing, you may be talented in composing a music or cricket or chess or volleyball or anything for that matter. The next stage is you have to convert the talent into something useful in a platform. Okay, in a platform. You need a platform. Now the children should know that they have a talent already, and they should know where they are going to perform. Now the children should be very clear about the size, the scope, and the level of the platform. So we are now discussing, even though resourceful, why are they not studying? Why are they not performing? I'm trying to give you some answer. So talent is there. The children should be very clearly as to what has to be. The children have to be clear as to which platform they are going to perform. And for that, the knowledge acquisition is very, very important. The knowledge acquisition. Now, many of us think that knowledge acquisition is driven by the school, driven by the parents. But ideally, knowledge acquisition should be owned by the students. You know how they should own? I have the talent to play chess. I want to become the world chess champion. And so let me acquire the knowledge which is required. That is required. That is very, very important. In the future episodes, I'm going to discuss with you how you can make your children responsible. Right? It is just not the knowledge alone. It is a skill which is very, very important. Knowledge is taught in a classroom. Skill is acquired outside the classroom. The skill. For example, my knowledge of playing chess to beat some of my own classmates is not adequate if I want to go for a bigger platform. Similarly, the quality of my skill will have to be much, much better the larger the platform. So here again, many of us think that skill acquisition is decided by the student, decided by the teachers on one end and the parents on the other side. No, skill acquisition again has to be owned by the student. That's why you will find a very big difference between performing students and not so well performing students. Performing students will acquire the skill of memorizing, the skill of reproducing, the skill of accuracy and speed. Now, what is very, very important in this is the quality of focus. I have several times explained to you how the quality of focus will decide the result. Right. Now, the focus has to be on such skill which are relevant and such knowledge which are relevant in such a platform which is important for me, depending on the size and scope and related to taking my knowledge out, tapping into my talent and taking my knowledge out is very, very important. Once we understand this, then we don't have to bother about the behavior at all. Now, when it comes to the behavior of students, we have students who are very responsible, who need very little follow-up, who are focused, who are hardworking. On the other side, we have students who are not at all focused, not at all interested in what they are doing. The difference is a student who is performing is clear about how to tap his talent, in what platform, in what knowledge base and skill base is very, very important. Right. So even though it is a common sense that the behavior is based on this, and there are instances where there is a talent, the child is in the right platform, he has the knowledge, skill, but sometimes his focus is not there and behavior doesn't take place. Consistency is not there. For which there are two things you should remember. You have to improve what I call as the attitude. Attitude on one side, right? And not only the attitude, which goes very close to this, is what is called a passion. On one side, this is bonded. What is bonded? Talent, platform, knowledge, skill, focus, and behavior is bonded by attitude. On the other side, it is bonded by the passion. So changing the attitude of students, very, very important. Attitude of teachers, even more important, equally important. Attitude of the parents, very, very important. So we talk about, remember we talked about the golden triangle. On one side the student, the side the teachers and the parents. So attitude of these three important people are very, very important. Similarly, passion. Passion is that feeling of wanting to learn something even though difficult. That feeling of love, that feeling of connecting, that's called the passion. That's why you find people who need not work, who are so rich, but they are working. You find people very old who can afford to take rest or exercising. That's called the passion. So the teacher should develop passion to teach in a classroom. The students should develop passion to work hard, even though difficult, I want to work. The parents developing passion, even though difficult, to bring up children in a responsible way, I want to do that. So this is very, very important. And this is where the school will make a big difference. The teacher will make a big difference. And the student and his parent will make a very big difference. So this is very, very important. Before closing, I want to give a real story, a real incident which is relevant, that children have all the talent. I happened to go to Thailand, Bangkok. In Bangkok, there is a temple of Golden Buddha. There is a Golden Buddha 9 feet high, maybe they say 9 tons or 10 tons of solid gold Buddha. Solid gold. It is not gold plated, solid gold. The history of this Buddha is very, very interesting. In 1956, there was a Buddha idol made of stone in a temple, in maybe a junkyard of a temple. For some reason, they wanted to relocate this Buddha made of stone. Maybe there was a road expansion going on, and so this junk room had to be vacated. So they brought a crane, and the crane was lifting this Buddha statue made of stone. Half through the way, the chain broke down, snapped, and the Buddha idol fell down. Then they noticed cracks on the outer surface of this Buddha idol. The chief monk came and examined. He was able to see some glittering thing inside. When he removed the exterior coatings, he was able to find solid golden Buddha inside. Then the history of this golden Buddha says, hundreds of years ago, in what is called today Thailand was known as Siam, and the neighboring country was Burma. So the Siamese were afraid this golden Buddha may be taken away by the alieners, the foreigners who come to invade this country. So What was a golden Buddha? They coated it with maybe mortar and cement, dried it, buried it underneath the surface of the earth. Then the Burmese came, the history goes, everybody was killed. Anyone who knew something about this golden Buddha was also eliminated. Several years later, by chance, when they were digging the surface of the earth, they found this Buddha. That was installed. Not until 1956, when this Buddha statue had to be taken out, they never knew that there was golden Buddha inside. The author writes, all of us are golden Buddhas. All of us have talent. We have to extract the talent with the proper attitude and passion, and with proper acquisition of knowledge and skill and focus at a platform which is required, we will transform into golden Buddha. In your classroom, there are golden Buddhas available. The job of a parent, the job of a teacher is to make that golden Buddha a reality. See you in my next episode.